Hey everyone, it's JK888 talking to you all once again. And the video was all made a fan made, but they were now inspired by me. Yeah, you know the drill. And let's just talk about from my first issue of Murder Drones Apex. So you guys will be satisfied about that. You also know me in my own Reddit account named slide_primary6485. And so I decided to make a Murder Drones Apex issue 1 story. Let's see how that starts. The year is 3072 after the Sin's total defeat, and she went inside of her core, and thus to be remained this day, while Uzi would sometimes be remain herself as a solver. And for a moment later, we have a new Drontile, a guardian creature and Drontalian named the Eternity Designation Nia, a Drontile Prince of the Monsters who has suffered a nuclear explosion mass that got him irradiated, much like for a similarity of Godzilla -1 himself. But we'll talk about this on later. As the military drones began to collect one of their packages, just before Nia was under his camouflage while he sees them driving through. And just before a moment later, as the officer was eating his lunch, watching some World War II films made by humanity, but then he saw something on the radar before he quickly sounds the alarm. And just then, once again, the Nia's attack began to occur, and everyone was panicked. Every military drones tried to tackle him up, but they are no match for him. As they quickly began to call back up for Condor Man, just before it was already too late, once again, Nia blasted them with his atomic breath, destroying the military base, and roared victoriously. Just before Condor Man arrived with his vehicle and tried to know what's going on, but however, it was already too late. And once again, the one survivor is the officer named Major Flintstone Hicks, the guy who managed to escape death. But obviously he was badly wounded as Khan and Flint were having the conversations just before Khan take him to the Outpost 9 for safety. And later we have the Solver drone now is actually a Uzi doorman. She was minding her own business alone without N and V. And just before she can try to do so, she's about to plan to shoot this huge rock with her railgun. And just once again, she shot it. But it wasn't getting long enough as Nia woke up in furious, roaring out loud around the echo throughout the forest. As Uzi heard this, and she might realize it must be N screaming out loud. But unfortunately, she's tripping, and this is not N at all. As Uzi and Nia began their huge battle for several minutes, just before they were getting clashing each other, she used her telekinetic to throw him back to the tree, and even she tried to finish him off with her pickaxe, but once again, Nia gave her the thunderclap, much like the Incredible Hulk. And then once again, Nia flew up to the air where he tried to finish her off, but then she avoided his attacks. But once again, the railgun was right behind her, and she didn't realize that was already fully loaded in 30 seconds. Just before, as long as she could try to end this, she shot him right in front of his shoulders as Nia starts roaring in pain. And just after that, it was all over. But for Nia, he is not going to back down after Uzi tells him to giving up, eh? Well, apparently Nia gave him a loud roar. This did scare Uzi Doorman, but it's not gonna take long until the portal was quickly opened, allowing Nia to retire and leave her alone. Just before she's done messing with him, Anne finally arrived, calling her, but she was over there. Reunited once again, just like the 8th and final episode of the Murder Drones, but that's true. And so yeah. And they have a conversation, that guy that could be look like a Sparky, which is the anti-drone sentinel robotic raptor. That's what he looked like. But obviously this guy is not a sentinel, so I scrapped that idea due to my attitude. And so for Nia returned to the Area 20, he settles down. Maybe he'll join them as the heroes. And I guess that's it for the scenario for this today, folks. The issue 2 will soon be made by me while I would be, while I'm being myself getting disrupted by the power malfunction due to the electricity crisis inside my apartment. And once again, if I can make it or not, just please click the link down below and subscribe, like, and comment. But also don't forget to click the bell notification on and follow me on social media accounts, links in the description below once again. And so I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that I need to. This is Serial Designation JK888 signing off. Peace.